A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Baylor is still trying to right the ship during Dave Aranda's tenure, but they have made some big moves in the transfer portal to get back to dominance in college football. DJ Lagway, who struggled in his sophomore season at Florida, looks to be healthy and ready to rock, and they are ready to prove that they can be one of the top teams in the Big 12 yet again. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Bears will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The run inside. It's Booth. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They feed him again. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Gets it out fast.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Booth. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna run it. It's Booth. Got enough for the first. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Has it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So the Baylor Bears offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes DJ Lagway, transfer from Florida. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. Gets the back moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Remember, down where you start the slide, you'll be short of the line to gain.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
They kick it away on fourth down. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Booth. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The option look, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
That's That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality.
Finding some room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Booth. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They give it to him again. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Bears! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he added the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Booth. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Baker. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Miller. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Lagway. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give out of the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Baylor! Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
Maybe a crease. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're working that left side.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Plows through the defense. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll give it to him again. Makes a pass to Marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Ford. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Baker. Stepping to the right. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short. Here's Lagway to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Might have a chance. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pulls it in. It's Klopfenstein. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds his big tight end. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. The Bears in the hurry up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Lagway to the air again. Complete downfield. To the house. Touchdown, Bears. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Baker. Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Checking in with Coach Aranda at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bears can really attack on this second and short. Handoff from the gun. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
From the gun on third down, Lagway. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Booth. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Unloads it left. It's caught. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Running inside, it's Miller. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying play action. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home. And
ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Calls his own number. Could be an alley. Touchdown Bulldogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long one.
And the Bears want to pick up the tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Rides to the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bears will send out the punt unit. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Throws for the tight end. And that is incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a gap. It's small. Maybe some room here. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Soft spot in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. The run inside. It's small. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Headed into the fourth quarter, these two wide receivers, prolific playmakers. Here's how they've done in this one so far. So first down will open up the final period. The run from the shotgun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
They'll go right back to it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Right down the middle. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, here on the Louisiana Tech sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. There's some room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st down here for the offense. Running inside. It's Booth. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Wilkerson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They go play action with Lagway. Makes the catch. It's Miller. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bears! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. To throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I wonder how much of that incompletion is due to the pass rush. That quarterback did not have a lot of time to throw that football. This offensive line is going to have to do a better job giving him time.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Lagway on the play action. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lagway. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bears have moved it inside the 20. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown Bears! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't...
Here's a little room there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
With the catch, it's Finley. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This one's complete. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Got a little grass. Smashes ahead. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat.